Looks very nice. Well, there's a little hut, a little hut up there. I guess we'll. I don't know if it's a hut, might be a house or something. Ooh. Oh, the frost wyvern. Ooh, I kind of like a look at it. It's obviously like that fawn thing that we saw in Trode Castle, but I like the look at it. Yeah, it's very ice, like very shiny, like the white, like the white ice on its face. Very shiny looking. I like the look of it. We've also got who's this? Oh, well done, guys. The Abominate. Wow, is there actually an abominable snowman here though? That's what I need to know. Parallax. I think I showed that off, didn't I? I don't think I showed off Axes of Evil, so I'll show that off. Why not? Did you get anything else, Jessica? I don't think you did, right? I think from now on I think she has to level up to then like learn Kaboom, if I remember correctly. I think so. Yeah. I mean, use Kassizzle, I guess. You don't have Kafrizzle, do you, girl? No, not yet. Not yet. That's that giant fireball, by the way. Use multi-shot. Very cool looking. I actually thought she was going to maybe have Kafrizzle in Dragon Quest Heroes. But they gave that to one of the other characters. Probably because they used it as well. And it's like, well, okay, so... You know, these moves have obviously been like in other Dragon Quest games, right? Oh god, nice dodge. But I think they gave it to Nera from Dragon Quest V. I think it was Nera. I want to say it's Bianca. She was using archery. I don't think she used Kafrizzle. I think it was Nera who used Kafrizzle. I think. It wasn't Maya, was it? No. I think it was Nera. Which I also like the fact that whenever I sometimes see images of like Nera, people think she's Bulma from Dragon Ball Z because they both have blue hair, even though facially wise, even though it's Akira Toriyama style, they look nothing alike. But there you go.
I shouldn't have to put up with being in a freezing place like this. It's all Magus' fault. Well, but he's dead now. So I suppose it's that Leo what's-his-name's fault. I don't know. A dog of all things.
Oh, stop your whinging, Grandad. It ain't as if we've got a sweat on, you know. Just get on with it.
I beg your pardon? How uncalled for! I don't see why I shouldn't be able to say whatever I please.
This is the part where, you know, you lean in. Yeah, you know, I'd lean in, you know. Put my, take my coat off, put it on to Jessica. Look at her freezing in her pretty little dress. Like, this is no place for a lady.
You've no right to talk to me like that. No right at all. I'm absolutely livid. Livid, I tell you. I'm going on ahead.
Alright, Trode, calm down. Uh-oh. Guys? Welp! Oh. You're not the dog I was looking for. And you're a big fella. Not seen you before. Huh. Okay. I guess we were rescued from that avalanche then. Huh. He even closed the door with his tail. Wow, he's an intelligence dog, that one. Perhaps it's like one of those like farm dogs you get trained to do stuff and that. He's not Sir Leopold though, but I'm guessing he's the dog whoever's the owner is here, so. Well, I don't know whose house this is, but you won't mind if I do a little bit of raiding. Don't mind me. We're like upstairs. Oh, I guess the main character's up. He's raiding the place again. God damn it, we told him not to. But the goddess said this was mine. Mine. All mine. So mine. I guess we should go upstairs. Alright. We've raided everything from down below. Oh! Hey, yo! Hey, everyone! Hello, little lady. I'm guessing it was, her that saved me? Oh, one sec. Everyone's like, please sit down and eat. One sec. I want to read the books. It's a book entitled, A Warm Coat is Good to Find. Especially in this type of weather, man. A red robe can be made by dyeing a sage's robe with a pigment made from certain red grass and enchanted water. I don't think we've discovered this red grass yet, though. The finished crimson-coloured robe will protect its wearers from even the fiercest of blizzards. Fiercest of blizzards. Convenient recipe for this area, eh? A red robe equals sage's robe and enchanted water and red grass. I don't know anything about no red grass though. Enchanted water. What could that be? Now I believe this is called the Crimson Robe, if I remember correctly. Which I think is Angelo only. I don't think Jessica can wear it. It's a book entitled The Latter Lives of the Sages. Oh, more sages info? After the battle with the Lord of Darkness, one of the 7 sages, the Great and Learned Kadan? That doesn't... Whatever. Headed back to his home in the snowy country. It is said that he spent his later years recounting and recording the tale of the great battle for the sake of his descendants. Right. If any of the materials Kadan prepared could be recovered, they would represent a historical find of epic proportions. Well, a lot of complicated words there, I'm surprised I said it. Hello, Mr. Dog. Okay. Angelo.
That dog over there is called Boris. He's the one who dug us out from the snow.
Oh, Boris.
What a dog. He's a lot more use than a certain king, don't you think? And he smells a bit better too.
I heard that, Angelo. More use than a certain king, you say? How dare you? Honestly, who do you think called for the dog's help in the first place?
Angelo doesn't care. I think if he says yes, I think like the king's like, excuse me? Like, you're part of the royal, like, you're my royal guard, how dare you? Jessica, you doing okay? This tea is made from something called nook grass. It warms you up and makes you more resistant to the cold weather. Wow, that sounds really useful. It's a bit strong at first, but I could get to like it. Why don't you ask the old lady for some tea? Alright, I'll do that. I like my tea. I like my tea. I'll speak to Trode in a minute, because I'm not sure if it's going to be like a scene or something. So, how you feeling, Gav? You alright? No worries, Yangus. I was worried about you, like, of course you were, Yangus. Bros, best bros! Brother from another mother. He was the only one who wouldn't wake up. Well, so I can survive a curse from Dolmegas and the Scepter, but a little bit of cold? Nah, mate. Nah, mate. This place belongs to that old granny over there. Lives here on her own, you know. We're not far from where that avalanche happened. She says we can stay here till the snow clears up. Well, that's nice of her. You got to save yourself, Trode. When you all got caught in an avalanche, I hurried over to this hut for help. I was in quite a panic, I must admit. My heart sank when I found out there was just an old lady living here on her own. But as luck would have it, that the dog over there is a dab hand when it comes to pulling people out of snow. Or should I say a dab paw? I like bad puns, but I don't know, man. That's like a Bubsy pun right there. I could possibly go wrong. Anyway, he pulled you all out and we managed to get you back to the hut here. I suppose you could say he played a part in your rescue, but if I hadn't come here in the first place, you'd still be eating snow. I do hope you're grateful. Yeah. Anyway, I'll speak to the lady. Ah, you're awake. You have a nice color in your cheeks. It's a good sign. Dobro poza... What? I can't say that, I'm sorry. Welcome to my home. I am Marta. Huh. I knew a Spanish chick called Marta. Is that maybe meant to be Spanish? Not to say that because Marta is a Spanish name. I have no idea. It's probably not, but... I live out here in the mountains where I grow herbs. This will be ready for you soon. Drinking it should warm up nicely. Now, the reason why I'm speaking like that is because that's kind of what she sounds like, so... Please, sit by the fire and warm your bones. I will bring you some of my nook grass tea. I'm trying to work out what accent that actually is, though. I don't know. If anyone can tell me. If anyone knows what that accent is. Maybe it is Spanish. It doesn't sound Spanish, though. Ah, look at the hero nodding his head. Thank you very much.
Please, drink. This nook grass tea will keep you warm even in the bitter cold of this snowy land.
How terribly kind of you. First you save us from the avalanche, then you put us up for the night, and now you warm our innards.
That could have been taken out of context there. Trode, innards. That's one way to put it.
Now that's what I call hospitality.
Yeah, and she even took out a funny little creature like you, eh?
And what's really amazing is that you helped a weird old monster like him in the first place.
Right, thanks for Yangus for pointing that out. I feel like he's always doing that. Granddad!
You loathsome lowlife. You, of all people, have no right to call me weird.
Oh, Trode. I think that might be my favourite insult so far.
It is true that his appearance is a little unusual, but when you get to my age, you learn not to judge a horse by its harness.
I've not heard of that. I've heard of judge a book by its cover, but... Cover? I would admit, though, she's kind of right. Like, when I was young, and I was an immature kid, and I didn't know any better, I would say I was like most people, even people that are like adults, that clearly as human beings, we naturally judge someone by the way they look. First appearance, right? That's why they say like first appearances and like in interviews, like, you know, first impressions are everything. Because people will judge you immediately, no matter what, whether it's good or bad. And I would admit, when I was younger, I was definitely one of those people that just didn't really understand and judged. But now I'm older, I don't assume. I never assume. You know, I never assume. I always try to like see things from two different sides. I never assume on like, oh hey, you know, just because this person looks like this doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. It just might be the way. Like, it's, and honestly, I've kind of learned that with myself. A lot of people think because of the way I look, I'm like this horrible, angry person who hates people. I mean, they're not wrong about the people part, but well, I wouldn't say hate, disliked, but I would more say I don't hate everyone. I have friends. I just have trouble with people, you know. But you know, people who know me know I'm a nice enough guy. You know, I'm only like rude to someone if someone's rude to me. You know what I mean? But like, because they look at you and I look down. Like my normal face to most people, they say I just look like I'm unhappy or angry or whatever. I just don't look like I'm happy. I'm like in a mood or something. Where I could be in the mood, but there's a good chance, 90% chance that I might not be. It's just the way I look. And I'd rather not walk around with a stupid ass smiley face, you know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm just trying to put a normal face. Not necessarily a happy face or an angry face, just a simple, normal face. If, you know, if someone like says hello to me, I will maybe smile and say hello. You know, but That's what I've learned. A lot of people have said that to me, is that they just like they don't want to approach me because they apparently I look intimidating. Whereas, like, I'll say that to my sister. My sister will laugh and she's like, "No, you're not intimidating." And I'm like, "I know I'm not. I can be, but I know I'm not." But that's what people say. That's what people have said to me in the past. Whereas other people say, "No, you're fine. Like, you're fine." So different people's perspectives as well. You know, people look at you and they think you're okay. Someone else is like, "Oh, you look a little bit iffy." But yeah, there you go.
And of course, I would help anyone who was in trouble so far from civilization.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but why do you live all the way out here on your own?
Of course I do not mind, dear. There is an old ruin behind my house. My ancestors have looked after it generation after generation. It is a family duty. But that will all end with me. I have no one to follow in my footsteps when my life is finished.
Oh man, that's kind of sad. No siblings, no offsprings, no son, no daughter, no husband.
Really? It must be pretty tough living on your own like this. Duty or no duty.
Yeah, I guess I could be pretty lonely. I always like to think, though, myself, that I would be okay being alone. I was talking about this in the live stream, where I said, like, even if I wanted to get my own place, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it on my own. I'd have to, like, you know, I'd have to share the property with someone. But I wouldn't just share it with anyone. Like, I would probably, like, ask a friend. Like, I'd probably ask Mark, because, like, Mark is looking to move out, and if he'd be okay with, like, renting out a flat, you know, then we would rent out a flat. Then it'd just be easier for us, because then we wouldn't have to pay the full rent, you know, so you know, you'd live with someone else, right? And I thought it was just like, but nothing really compares to having your place to your own, you know, you're a bachelor, you know, your own home. And I mean, you're right, and you know, I probably would do that, and I know Mark would definitely prefer to be on his own, you know. But you know, it's expensive, man. It's expensive these days, really. And it's not like we've got super duper amazing jobs paying out so much money. Nah, and that tax man's not exactly you know, helping out either. So it's kind of difficult, man. It's kind of difficult. I'm sure it'd be nice to live on your own, or at least to get a bit of space. Whereas some people may not. They may like to live with others or whatever. Or if you obviously, like, if you have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, then you'd probably like get an apartment with them. But it's expensive, man. Like, even if you want to live on your own, I feel like I wouldn't mind. I might get a little lonely sometimes, but I'm so used to being on my own anyway that it's just kind of like, I guess I'm used to it, I suppose.
It is comfortable enough. I have lived here since I was a child, so it is not a hardship. Besides, to live life is not to walk through a meadow.
I have no idea what these sayings are. I don't know if they're right or wrong or what. I've not heard these.
And from time to time, people get lost here in the mountains like you, so I am not lonely. And I always have Boris to keep me company.
They say a man's best friend, or you know, a woman's best friend. But I'm definitely more of a dog's person myself, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, maybe one day, when I get my own place, I might actually get a dog. I used to have a dog. Unfortunately, he passed away when he was 16. He was getting old, the poor dude. So we had him put down. But yeah, no, I'm definitely more of a dog person than a cat person.
Ah, on the subject of dogs, we had something to ask you, Marta. This will sound a bit strange, but we're pursuing a big black dog, and we heard that he might have been headed in this direction. There's a good chance he may have come this way. Have you seen anything?
No, I am sorry. The only dog I know about is big old Boris over there. Sorry I cannot be of more help. You should ask where there is a lot of people. If you go down the mountain and go to the north, you will come to a town called Irkutsk. Maybe someone will know something there.
We'll go there then.
Ah, that sounds like an excellent idea. Right then, chaps, there's no time to lose.
Oh, yo. If you are hasty, others will only be amused.
What?
That is an old saying here. One should not be so eager to go back out into the blizzard.
Are you making this stuff up?
The night is coming. Why don't you rest here? I am sure the blizzard will be gone by morning, so you can leave for Irkutsk then.
You have enough beds? Damn, this is literally like an inn then, I suppose, really. She just like lets people into her home. What if someone tried to like murder her or something? I don't know, or steal from her or whatever. That might have already happened, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Boris is in combat, you know, like for a dog, he doesn't look like a super aggressive dog. Honestly, he looks pretty chilled.
Yes. Wise words, my good woman. Very well, we shall rest here for the night.
Well, Trode seem to be getting along with Marta.